fire showing off academy questionnaire, so instant gut reactions to the top 20 questions. First one is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Best piece of advice I've ever been given was actually given to me by Barnes Wallis, Sir Barnes Wallis, which is never be scared of anybody. Imagine everyone with no clothes on and you can then talk to anyone.
Great piece of advice. So second one, are you a conformist or a rebel?
Both. You can't be one or t'other, you can't be on the extremes of either. You need to conform to certain things in business but never just stick to the status quo.
Excellent. And what drives you, fear or desire?
Desire. Never be driven by fear.
Okay. If you could nominate an 8th deadly sin, what would it be?
Don't understand your accounts.
Excellent. You wake up at 4 AM, what's on your mind?
Unfortunately, normally business.
Anything in particular about
Yeah,
business?
very often it's purely down to the areas of business that you felt you should have dealt with the day before. And I always take with me to bed a pad. We're very sad people, myself and Carol, and we make a note of it, then you can go back to sleep.
Typical business people, I think, rather than sad, yeah. What's your biggest regrets?
Probably when I had my first business. At that point we launched a very, very successful electronics business, but the biggest regret I had was at that point I didn't understand finance well enough and we were undercapitalised.
Okay. What was your plan B?
Plan B. I'm not a great believer in plan Bs. I think the trouble with plan B is very often it can detract from plan A. So I think plan A's got to be well thought through, then you don't need a plan B.
Good answer. What was the moment that most changed your life?
I think it should be my wife saying she'd marry me, and it probably was. But no, I think it's understanding that you've got the nerve to go out on your own. That's really it.
Yeah. What website do you visit most?
I wouldn't say there's one particular website we visit most. We visit continuously all the websites, and I use a lot of search engine time to basically gather information. So there's no one particular site that I look at all the time.
I'm glad you kept that clean on reflection.
Yeah.
What's your favourite childhood memory?
Favourite childhood memory? Probably going to the seaside with my mum and dad.
Excellent.
Yeah, really good.
Hence why you choose to live here.
Yeah, well, we're great family-orientated people.
Yeah. What makes you angry?
Stupidity, particularly stupidity from large organisations. I find that I get very angry at that because they should know better.
What are you reading at the moment?
What am I reading? Well, I'm reading 2 books at the moment. One is a novel, which is a very interesting novel, but it's quite good. It's the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and the other one is a history of Singapore.
Intriguing. What keeps you healthy?
Herbalife. But no, we do try to keep very healthy, we keep very active, and we try to eat very well.
Where do you like to escape to?
Normally, we used to have a place in Scotland, and we still enjoy that, but we do take quite a lot of holidays. We're a great believer in trying to work hard, but get right away from it. So when we relax, we tend to go away, go abroad.
Okay. What talent have you always wanted to have?
Play the piano. I've always wanted to play the piano.
Is the glass half empty or half full?
The glass, for a project manager, is twice as big as it needs to be.
I'm not sure anybody else will give us that answer.
No, I'm sure they won't.
What scares you?
I guess to some extent failure, but the longer I've been in business, then failure is not so much of an option. But it used to be failure because I never wanted to not succeed in whatever I did. So that's really what still scares me a bit.
How do you de-stress?
We de-stress. We tend to just relax with the family. The family is a big part of our life. We do walk a great deal, which is nice. We live by the coast, quite a nice coast, I think. So we do tend to walk along that quite a lot, and that's de-stressing for us. And then reading and listening to music quite a lot.
Okay, 2 left, that's all. Has there been a single moment that changed your life? Your business life?
Business life, probably yes. I think it was, again, when I set up my first company, which was an electronic-based company. For high-tech, we were using industrial vision. And it was more making a decision at that point that rather than sitting back safely with a known salary, I was going to risk it. Typical house on the line, supporting the overdraft at the bank, and that just clarifies the mind.
Absolutely. And final one, what's your favourite word?
Can.
Great. Thank you very much, Brian.